Well, don't fire me. I'm using a USB mic for a podcast. But at least you did one. It's been probably 6 weeks. Hey, Troy Holden here for the VO Life. It is good to be back. Good to talk to you. What a crazy ride this year, right? This year's almost over. I said I was probably going to stop doing the podcast. I've kind of decided, you know what? If I feel the rush and the need, I'm going to knock one out, and I'm going to try to do one a month. I want people to know that I'm not out as a voice actor. I'm still doing all the voice acting work I was doing before, other than my YouTube channel, which ended surprisingly. All of a sudden, they just lost viewers, and I think it was clickbait. I think clickbait got them. They just were not being real truthful in their thumbnails, and people were waiting for that to happen, and then it didn't, and they said, you know what? I can't watch anymore because you're not doing what you're saying on your thumbnails. And I'm pretty sure that's your definition of clickbait. But as I'm sitting here trying to edit some stuff and throw some stuff together tonight, I thought I would jump on and talk a little bit about what's been going on and everything I've been doing, and how crazy busy it's been in both worlds. And on top of that, launching by passing 5,000 followers on TikTok, launching TikTok creator and being a TikTok affiliate now. And now at almost 7,000 followers, on my way to 10, where I will be a certified pro affiliate. And people say, well, what is all that? It's so you can do sales on TikTok. And crazily enough, just like when I got into voice acting and loved it, this is very similar because I'm having to bust my can, to learn it and to do it. And it's the same way. You enjoy it, and that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, is that I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot of new stuff about video. I'm learning a lot of stuff about audio, because audio for UGC is totally different. There's no booth. So you can't always have stuff to kill sound reflection. What do you do? And you find really good mini shotgun mics. You find like these DJI mini lapel mics that have noise canceling built into them. And you utilize those to where it still sounds good, but it doesn't. You got to be careful with this noise canceling AI stuff, because it will change your voice. It'll make it sound like you're talking in a tube or something. So you got to be careful with all that. And I'm learning it, and I'm enjoying it. What I'm finding also with TikTok affiliate is I have the opportunity to get a lot of samples, free samples, and all I have to do is make one video for their product. And if it's something I want, I'll apply for it. And I have gotten all kinds of freaking gear that way. Fifine has sent me 3 microphones. And we're voice actors. We love this stuff. No, I can't use them for voice acting, but for Zoom meetings, for doing this, I mean, they're not terrible. The noise floor is what's the problem. It's not the sound of your voice on these mics. Their signal noise ratios are not great. And some of those wireless mics are god-awful terrible, the cheaper ones. I've gotten into videography with these pocket cameras like the Extra Muse and the Osmo Pocket 3, which is, yes, it's the same camera with a different name on it, with one or two different features. Products like these Skyfire flashlights, these tactical, big, heavy flashlights that, oh my gosh, how they light the world up when you go outside, and all this stuff's fun. Guys, I'm not the 35-year-old voice actor. I'm the 62-year-old voice actor. I got into this late. My niche is what my niche is, and I have done well with that. I have been fortunate to speak at conferences. I've been fortunate to help teach you guys a lot of stuff through workshops, and I've made demos for people. My gosh, it's the dream. I've been able to do it all, but I've cut way back. I stopped all my consulting, all my demo stuff, because I wanted to focus that time on UGC and then still be able to keep up with my VO business. And other than dropping that one client, or a mutual drop, they're just not continuing. And it was not a huge part of my business, but it was a spoke in the wheel. I mean, it was $1,000 a month. And that's a hit. But you know what? I'm making 5 to 7 on UGC, so losing that 1,000 didn't bother me. And that's the way you got to set yourself up. And I knew, and I was told this when I got into voice acting, my reach was going to be limited because of my accent. And even though I've been able to reduce it at times and control it at times, I'm still going to sound business Southern, even if I don't sound hillbilly Southern. So what I can audition for and what I can do is way less than what all you guys with Gen Am voices can do. I skip a ton of auditions, even from agents, because if it says neutral or no regional accent, I don't even do it. And it has taken pressure off. I feel better. I work better. It allows me to concentrate on, sadly, I know this sounds stupid, making money. And where before I was concentrating or over concentrating on why can't I book that stuff? And I accepted I'm me, but I just thought, I don't understand. Do they just hate people in the South, or what is it? I don't understand. Why are people so indifferent to a Southern accent? And really, I still don't exactly know why. I hear stuff sometimes, but I don't believe it because of the harshity of it. It's very harsh what people are saying. So thankfully, lots and lots of clients I've built up over the last several years. That some of them are once or twice a year, some of them are every month, some of them are every week. They're all still there. And I'm still auditioning through my agents. I'm still auditioning some on voices.com. I don't, same way there. If it's not Southern, if it doesn't say Southern, I don't do it. If it doesn't say, Southwest Texas or whatever, and I'll still book 2 to 4 jobs a month there. It's just good. I'm in a good position. And I have really had to go back and learn to do the UGC stuff, because it ain't easy, and it's different because the audio, like I said, audio's different. The video, sometimes, some of them want raw clips with 4 seconds in between each shot. Some of them want finished videos. I have a wonderful UGC client who orders anywhere from 10 to 15 videos a month from me, where I'm just talking about merchant services, like where the machine you scan your debit card on. And I have to wear different blazers, and they don't want me to wear a tie, just a blazer with a sports shirt, or maybe a blazer with a T-shirt, or sometimes maybe just a polo shirt. Sometimes they want me walking outside and I've got on a pair of sunglasses. It's funny how they name all that out. So I thought, how am I going to do this? I don't have 25 different colored blazers. I had 2. I had a black one and a blue one. Went to Goodwill. I started buying blazers down there for $11, $12 a piece. Sleeves were long on some of them, but you didn't see my hands. It didn't matter. So now I've got like 15 different variations of blazers. This bedroom has turned into a total video studio with my vocal booth right next to me here that I will not give up. I thought at first I was going to sell it and I was going to hang some more panels out here, which I do have panels. But when I shoot in here, the sound is fantastic. I've got the 416. I've got an MKE 600. I've got multiple shotgun mics that I can use, the AT875, and I get great sound. I got these lapel mics that do really well. Just crazy stuff. But I've enjoyed every minute of it, investing in it, remodeling this room. I just put this shelf up over the weekend. I took a desk out. I've got another desk coming that's on wheels because I need to spin my setup, because for the affiliate program, I have to shoot in different environments or different backgrounds, or TikTok will shame, and they'll knock you off. So I built a wall back there. It looks like a log cabin wall. I went to Lowe's and bought those wood panels and put those up. and it looks really nice on video. You can see the horse scenery behind me with the bookshelf. That's a setting. I can flip the other way, and you can see the red desk there with the lamps on it. That's another setting. I have another one on the back side of the booth that has Marvel Comics pictures up. When I'm doing stuff like that, when it's more oriented towards, a selly type thing. It's, and that's why I've been busy. I've been doing all these things, setting all this stuff up and learning to make it work and pushing to do it, because I knew what my limits were in VO, and, hitting six figures was wonderful, but would it be consistent every year? I don't know. Do I have to make six figures? No. But here's the thing with me. I want to be busy, and I want it to be something that I can see a result coming from. I don't want to be busy marketing all the time. And there again, for me, marketing into the void, because I got a Southern accent. And a lot of people are going to say, you're just using that as an excuse. It's not an excuse. I'm fine with it. And I'm happy that there are certain people who want to book it, who like it. But the thing is, I have accepted it. That's what it is. It's not an excuse. I've accepted that's me. And that's not going to change. And other people's attitudes aren't going to change. And the best thing for me to do is concentrate on other things. I concentrated on my health this year. I've lost almost 60 pounds. I'm down to around 208 pounds. I haven't weighed that since Amy and I got married. Probably not. Well, I did when I was sick in 2016. I went all the way to 170, 165. But I was sick, and that comes back. You know how that is. And then COVID hit, and I ballooned. And I said, hey, I got to get this off. And yes, I had to have the help of Trizepatide. I tried on my own. I wasn't having any luck. I needed something to help me reset my gastric bypass. And that's exactly what Trizepatide's done. I don't want to eat much anymore. And I have reduced the Trizepatide. I went from taking 70 units down to 50 and then down to 30. And I'm using 30 right now. I just got in another bottle that'll probably last 6 weeks, and that may be it. I may quit, because I think I have retrained myself to gastric bypass mode, and I don't think I'm going to need the drug. And, we'll see. But I'm bound and determined to get to 200 if I can. These last 10 pounds or so are going to be tough. I don't know why, but they are. But I just want everybody to know, man, I'm doing great. And I miss everybody. I do miss talking to people. Charles and Jake and I, we haven't been talking as much as before. I don't hardly ever get to talk to Louise and Brad. My gosh, congratulations to Louise Porter. She just bought a big house after being in a tiny condo. I am so happy for her. And I think if I understood right, she's on an island thing that you have to ride a ferry to get to her house. Isn't that freaking cool? You look out and see the water and the mountains and all. Oh my gosh, I just love it. And to be able to work from home and do all that, and I get it, because I'm living that same dream right here in this little bedroom every day. When I get up and come in here, I come in here with all the vigor and vitality and stuff of anybody that's in their 30s or 40s doing this, and they love it, and they get up with fire in their belly to go do it every day. I still do it. I still feel that way about voiceover and voice acting, and I still, I'm that way with UGC. And yeah, UGC's cheaper work sometimes, but I was surprised how quickly I got into some major brands and got major money for 15 and 30-second videos. And I'm also surprised sometimes what people will pay me to make B-roll, like movies of my dogs, movies of me walking somewhere. I even bought a drone, one of those that'll follow you, where I do a lot of walking videos, and this plays into it, and I can talk, and it'll record it, and you don't even hear the drone, which is more amazing stuff, and I'm thinking about getting my drone license and doing real estate videos. Why not? Here's the deal. I ain't dead. I'm 62. I'm pretty damn healthy, and I feel good, and I love to work. And why wouldn't I keep working? I mean, why would anybody not keep working? Like my computer, it quit working. For some reason, it did. I guess because I hadn't moved the mouse or anything. It kept recording, but the screen went out, and I'm like, where'd I go? And I wanted to record video on this because I don't ever do it, and I want to start putting them on YouTube. I am really trying to work on my social media stuff. Instagram's next. I got to get after it. You see that? As a result of a bad product. I got a nick on my head there where a razor bit me, an electric razor, and yeah, I just popped the scab off. It'll probably bleed, but I got to put some cream on that before I go to bed. But the razor I was using, it was a rotary razor, and it was pinchy. I could feel it pinching. So they got a bad review. But the foil razor that was its competitor, that thing would shave as almost as slick as a blade, and I just did that video today. But anyway, hey, thank y'all. I got a horse out there waiting on me in the driveway when we're having to feed every day. I got to go let him back out into the pasture. But hey, thank you guys for hanging in there. I hope you stay active in the group. I mean, I know I'm not in there as much as I should be, but it's all on purpose because, I'm doing something that that looks bad. I'm doing something that I love doing, voice acting. I'm up for a challenge that I'm loving doing, UGC, and I still want to be connected to everything, and you can't do it all. So I sat down and I made the priorities out that, Amy and I need our time. I have to devote time to my business, to continue to have a business. And even though December 10th, I will get my first government check from Uncle Sam for what I paid in, my Social Security. I'm taking mine on the advice of my accountant. We had a long talk, and he said, yes, I want you to take it. Even if you put it in savings, I want you to take it. I promise you have enough write-offs. It's not going to cost you anything. So I hope he's right because it's coming, December 10th. I just put it in Amy's account. I don't even want to see it. But hustle, man, get out there and do it. Also proud to say I've got stuff coming up with Nimble. They asked me to partner with them mainly to talking about new voice actors and how they can get started in Nimble and what I do in Nimble, how I target market. And I still target market. I got rid of all my stuff in there, all the mailing list I had, and I started narrowing those down to what I felt like it should be, and my responses are better. And I don't just mass mail all the time to a bunch of people just because it's a production house or just because it's that. It has to be something that I'm chasing. And for me, that works. For other people, they probably say that's stupid. You need to. It's a numbers game. It is a numbers game, but it's a numbers percentage game. How many responses are you getting? You're only getting 1 or 2%. You send out 100 emails, you only get 1 or 2 replies. No, I'll send out 10 emails and get 6 replies. That's what I want. And that's how I'm chasing it, right or wrong. Hey, everybody have a really good week. December is here. Christmas will be here. Thanksgiving's already over. Christmas will be here. It'll be the new year. Then it'll be spring again. And next thing you know, you'll be 63, 64, 65. Time is flying the older I get. It's sad. But be thankful. Get up every day. Be thankful. Be prayerful. Be faithful. And he'll reward you. Get after it. All right? Hey, have a good week. Thanks for dropping in on The VO Life.